I was waiting on Mr. richcali21 to come in earlier, and so I figured. Then I was watching my cousin for a little while, about 45 minutes or so. Uh-oh, turn that down. She was doing some scratch off tickets. So here we are. I'll wait on Mr. Riz to come in. He'll see the notification, and then we'll bebop over there to him and raid Mr. Riz Cali. So we're doing a little coin talk tonight. About it. Nothing to show right now. Maybe a little bit of silver. Wait on a few people to come in. See who's all up going to be in here. And I see something going on down here. Okay, something's updating in the background. Don't you hate it when that happens? Something updates in the background, kind of slows you down, especially with an old Windows XP like I got. But it's not interfering with the stream. What's up, David? Call out. Dave's not here, man. What's up, mon ami? How you doing? Let me get my earbuds out. David, if you want to hop up in here, the stream link is right above you. And we can shoot the breeze for a little while. I'll watch for you to come in backstage. Yeah, like I said, I was waiting on Rich Cali to go live. Maybe he decided not to go live tonight. So I figured I'd go live for a little while. Kind of got my desk cleaned off today, a little bit. Needs to be cleaned off a lot more. Need to make me another one like I used to have, one of them big ones. One of them big 3 foot by 5 foot or 2.5 by 5. Sure like to get me another one like that. Get a few drawers in there. Some of the big drawers for the filing, put your file racks and stuff in there. Then a couple of slide outs right underneath the desk, the flat part. David, if you're having a little trouble with the link or with your iPad, just let me know. I'll try to repost it. Let's see if I can find a little bit of silver or something. I do have some coins to mail off. Get this out my way. Buffalo nickel. A couple more. All right, I think I found a few. Like I said, wait on a few more people to come in. What's up, New Orleans Saints? Jay, how you doing, mon ami? Haven't seen you in a few days. That's David right there. Yeah, who that? Who that?
Hey, hey, Cajun, can you hear me now?
Sure can. I got
All
you in
right.
here so I can hear you.
No sense, Jay. What's happening?
You can bet your booty in your last bottom dollar where he's from.
Hey, Cajun.
Yo yo.
Uh, you know, last thing I'd want to do is bring up a controversial subject on your channel. Having to do with religion or politics or anything. That might be you know drama or anything. But
Okay.
I got to say one thing, and I hope you'll forgive me for saying it, but War Eagle.
War Eagle. Hey, hey. When I was living in Alabama, I was a War Eagle fan. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I like uh Auburn. Believe me, I do.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich Callie. Look, look, look. I talked him up. I talked him up.
There's Rich Kelly and Mel.
Yeah. Hey, Mel's coin corner. I kind of mixed them two words up. Rich, jump up in here for a little while, then we'll go raid you. The link's above you, Rich. If you need me to paste it, put it back down. That's how I
You-
feel, guy. Who that? Yeah, go LSU. Well, two of my favorite college teams are LSU, which is number one, and War Eagle.
yeah.
And
How
I
you
had a
feel,
lot of
guy?
friends. Had a lot of friends in Mobile, Alabama. And right north of them, in them small towns above Mobile. And we had us a War Eagle party for the thumb, the 5 wins back to back against uh what is that? Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Well, the moon controls the tide anyway.
Yeah,
You know.
it's that other team that starts with an A. Whatever the name is. Yeah, they won too, but they weren't playing nobody.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
anyway, we
but
was
they
at a
did beat the spread.
the, we were at the VFW hall up north of Mobile, Alabama, up there, and it was $25 a spot on the board. The football pool. And if you bought in $25, and you had a chance to win every quarter, that I got Rich in here now. He'll
Hi
be
guys,
up in a sec. Hey, Rich, how you doing? Hey,
pretty good.
silly, how you doing, silly? So
Silly as I
anyway,
want to be.
so if you paid that $25 to get on the football pool board, uh, you can drink whatever you wanted, free. The food, well, naturally they had food for everybody, uh, in the VFW, but whatever you wanted to drink, and they had a separate bar. They put a band around you, a wristband around you, to show that you actually paid the $25, and they had a separate bar set up in the back, and you go wherever you wanted to get. Didn't cost a penny. So hey, if you go there uh, without paying, you're gonna spend $25, and then they had like 5, 6 big TVs in there, for everybody to see the game. So if you're gonna go there, even without buying a spot, you're gonna spend $25 in there. You know, if you're a serious drinker. And beer back then I think it was buck 50, something like that. So uh, or a mixed drink for $3 or $4. So yeah, it paid to uh, to buy a $25 spot, free drinks plus a chance to win money 4 times. Yeah, John, how you doing, bud? Waking up
John
some
R.
K-Bone. Yep, John
John
RMS.
RMS.
Yes, sir. He's waking up the K-Bone right now. KBON, right here in my town, my cousin's radio station. He's listening to it on the computer, which that don't cost a dime either. Oops, there it is.
Hey, Mercer.
Rich,
Cool.
how you doing, bud?
Doing pretty good.
Hey, Mercer, how you doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That wakes you up. It sure does. So, were you fixing to go live, Rich?
Yeah, whenever, doesn't matter.
Okay. Uh, I was waiting on my cousin, Donna, to come in. Maybe one more. Uh, I don't know. They might not show up. She said she was tired. She's fixing to end her stream. She was playing. She was scratching off some tickets, and she was playing that Sugar Crush or whatever you want to call it on the phone. So
Candy Crush Soda or
something like
Candy
that.
Crush?
Yeah, Sugar Crush or something. Soda
Yeah,
Crush,
yeah.
something like that. So how will you set up, Rich? Can you yeah, you got the 1837 up there. I was doing a little research on that earlier, uh before I started, and I could not find anything on that inside that eight. I went on Coin Community, a few other sites, and I don't see anything on
Yeah, I was gonna do a video so I could get a nice up close shot, but my body decided to sleep all day for some reason.
I bet I
it.
know why.
I've been doing
Uh,
a
did
lot,
you?
but I can't even
Uh,
tell you the last time I did 12 hours. It was years and years ago.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah. I
Boudreaux.
needed a little sleep myself too. Yo,
Uh, did you get John's email?
oh, I was fixing to answer that. I need to check it in a bit. Okay, Jake, take it easy, bud. I'll tell you what, Dorian, the hurricane out in the Atlantic, it's taking a turn for the better. It's heading more east and northeast, and it looks like Florida is going to be spared, and the East Coast from a lot of damage.
Good deal.
And that's every 6 hours, every update. I've been noticing that they're moving the track more to the east, which is awesome because Florida did not need another bullseye.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Boo? I've been looking at that too, and I totally agree with you about that. But like 2 days ago, they were predicting it was going to hit just north of uh, yeah, well, and go into the state and then run north and run out and all that. And
Right,
yeah,
right,
now that would have been pretty bad there. Uh, but
right.
uh, but you know, I was wondering what was going to happen and when it was going to happen. Now, it could have slammed into Florida, uh, if it had came earlier, but it traveled slower, and now chances are it's going to be more. The eye is going to be more than 100 miles away from the Florida coast, which is a good thing.
Right.
It
And I
won't
just
spare them
put
completely, but it'll spare them from the major damage.
right.
But
And I just put the link
Lincoln chat.
to the Beaumont weather page. Okay,
Well,
John. Yeah, get you some coffee and stuff like that. Hector's in the house. How you
Hello,
doing, Hector?
sirs. Fine,
Fine
Hector,
sir.
too.
Hey, Hector.
How you doing there, David? Richard?
good,
Cajun?
good.
Awesome to hear you guys.
Yep, you too.
I'm on my phone, so I'm gonna be on here for just a few minutes before I can change it over to it. But I'm watching it real close because it doesn't give me an alert to say when my phone is gonna be dead almost. So I have about 8%. So
Oh,
I just want to come by and I got a new toy. My daughter and her kids gave me a scope plug into my computer.
Nice.
oh, right. Awesome.
Yeah. So I tried it out. I even got it to work on Yard Stream and on YouTube at the same time.
Good deal.
Yeah, it was a big surprise. I was looking around for one, but I guess they already knew which one they're gonna get, and they got one already. And I saw them use it, and I said, "I want to get me one." And then the next day, they called me up and said, "Hey, you gonna bring mom over?" I said, "Yeah." So I took her over to see the baby, the grandbaby, the girl, Khaleesi, and then I went to see my grandson also. And when I
Right.
got there, we started talking about coins, and they were already looking at some stuff already when I was there. And all of a sudden, they come out with this, and this is yours. I said, "Cool, awesome." I even
EVG,
got
how are ya?
How
That's
you doing,
great.
EVG? Slackers, stackers in the house. What's up,
Oh,
mon ami?
It'll
Slacker
change the
Stack.
way you do things.
yeah. So how you been, guys?
Pretty
Pretty
good.
good. Pretty good. Thank you.
Good, good. Hey, David, this is the first time I heard your voice.
Is it now? Well,
Yes, sir.
Really?
uh, when you were doing those
Wow.
streams, I couldn't get in, and that's why it's the first time you ever heard my voice.
Yeah, well, I've known you since, geez, when I first started working on the streaming thing and going to coins. I think you're one of my first people I used to talk to all the time.
EVG said, I'm
Oh,
good,
wait
but
a
I
minute,
hate that
wait a
fish.
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
What's up, Mullins? Michael
Oop, I
Mullins?
got him. I got him. Ooh, 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 I got him. I got him. Ooh, ooh, ooh. had to get him.
Oh, did you
I
time him out?
apologize. I had to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't see the chat on my
No.
side. I'm on the phone, so I don't see any chat at all.
He
So
just
if
So,
VVG's in here, tell him hi for me. He probably can hear me anyway.
yeah. Oh, yeah, he can hear you. He's doing good, but he hates that fishing trip he just made that he put the video up on earlier. I seen
Yeah, I
that
saw
video. Look,
the notification, but I didn't.
the rods were
Okay.
bending and then one broke before they could get to it. Then the other one broke right there when he was fixing to net it. Oh man, I hate that.
Well, we just finished watching a football game, and the reason why I got here a little late. I was waiting for you guys to see if one of you showed up, you Cajun or Rich, and so that's why I'm on my phone because I kept checking my phone to see if any of you guys came on. That's why I came on my phone first. I was using it to watch the game, Berlin State and
Oh, I
USC.
see. Oh, okay.
And when I
Yeah.
saw
Hey,
my
Mercer. Uh, the strawberry daiquiri. I treat myself to about 3 a year. The large ones, they're like $7 down here, in South Louisiana, daiquiri country, the home of the daiquiri, South Louisiana. And yeah, one's good. One large one. Yeah, that's all I need.
Hey, I want to congratulate Louisiana. Little League
Okay.
World Series. Little League World Series.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
I
big
forgot
deal.
what town it was. I forgot what town it was.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm a baseball coach,
uh,
so I watch the games all the time.
Right. Hey, Michael Mullins again. I see you back. That'll work.
Okay,
Hey,
I'm gonna
Slacker.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
with Cajun. I'm gonna go onto my computer, plug in my phone, and switch. Okay, I'll be back a little later.
Okay. All right.
All right, bye.
Hey, Slacker. I never did get your email. For your address. Let me put my. Hey, Dallas. How you doing? Yep. It was just about time for you to get up, and get ready for school. Uh, Slacker Stack. I'm gonna put my email in here. That way you can copy and paste it. Still haven't got your address yet to send you that those stickers. There it is.
I'm gonna let Michael get away with that one. I messed with him
Uh,
earlier. Well, it was
yeah. I
actually
don't.
last night, so I'm gonna let him get away with that one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, but you staying on your schedule, so that's cool. Yeah, stay on that schedule. That's all right, Michael. He won't time you out again.
Nah,
Yeah, we don't.
that
We
was
we play
actually
a
just for fun.
we we play a uh how they call it, tag football on here, not rough and tough tumbling.
Not not full contact.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah, full contact. There you go. So we play tag football sometimes.
kind of like flag football.
Yeah, same thing, same thing. Flag football, tag football, and then if you can, there was a certain rule when we were in school. If you took a flag from somebody and then you put your own flag on them, you got the ball right away. They had to give you the ball and you could run it down. Field timed you out 5 hours. Yeah, that was a couple times I think. It wasn't just Phil, there was a lot of other people. And I don't time nobody out. No, I don't do that. I don't time nobody out. I don't delete message unless it's a troll.
Hey,
The real deal.
we had one that put a word in a chat that nobody had no business putting in chat, and yeah, maybe
Oh, a while back, you mean?
yeah, what it was like, what 2 nights ago.
Couple days ago. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, but you see, you beat me to the punch. If you didn't do it 5 nanoseconds before I did, I mean, I had hit it, and I thought I did it, but you did it, which
Yeah.
is good. Hey Hector, how you doing? Again?
I have that trouble sometimes with the phone charging. You know, if you stay on a live stream for an hour and a half and then you get on another one, well, you may need to charge it before, too long. It just don't last that long. What in the world? Okay, show that. Okay. Apparently, every time somebody wants to talk to silly as I want to be, YouTube is holding that for uh, some reason. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you talking about when somebody hits at that
Yeah,
silly as I want to be? Yeah,
yeah, and it holds it for review. YouTube does.
right. Yeah.
I don't know why. Nothing wrong with that.
No, and then all my filters are off. I don't have any filters on, so that should show up. Now, I don't know why I don't, but I proved 2 or 3 while ago, and you did also.
Yeah. Richo,
Yeah. How you doing, Richo?
good to see you, mate.
Mon ami. Yeah, my son was here earlier when he went live. In fact, I was gone for about an hour or so when he was live. I said hi, commented, told everybody hi, and that's right when he first started his pirate wheel silver giveaway. And but I was tuned in though. I was watching the whole stream, but my son had came in and we were watching. I wasn't commenting or guessing any numbers or nothing like that. I never got in on none of the giveaways. But me and my son was talking. He had just got in from the Gulf a week ago, so he came and visited Dad, for a couple of days. All right, Slacker, I sure will check it out. Probably be tomorrow sometimes, but I got your envelope, right here, right there, and it's got some stickers in it. So we're gonna stay on here for a little while, or we're gonna jump over and go raid Rich Cali 21, or it's up to y'all. It doesn't matter to me.
Yep, me neither.
Uh, yeah, it does, Hector, but only Rich can see it uh, come up in orange. Watch, let me do something.
Yep, because it came up, Hector. It's
Yeah,
orange.
but once you hit the at symbol, Hector, the at symbol, and just hit, I mean, right away. Don't put no space. Hit HE, and if you're on a laptop, it's gonna put Rich's name or anybody's name if they in chat in a little box, in a little bitty window box. You click on that box, then their name will the whole name will go in chat, and then you can type more, and then hit send, and boom.
Yeah, and actually for me, if you just hit enter when the name starts to appear, it sets up the chat or the message so you can just start typing.
Right.
Okay.
Cajun, are you gonna make a giant Sheldon sticker? Oh, you mean a cardboard cutout? We were talking about that the other night. No, I mean I put up the at symbol. You put up the at symbol and then the first 2 letters, and it should come up. Does it with me?
Good night,
Does it on
Corn
any?
Collector, Ohio.
Night Dallas. Take it easy, bud.
I didn't even see him in here.
Hey, Boudreaux.
Ellis.
Yo,
Yeah, your son. You say your son is on YouTube. What's his channel name?
No, no. He just got in from the boats last week, and he's over here. He's
Oh,
sleeping
he
on
was
the.
visiting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's sleeping right now.
Oh, okay. That's why you weren't on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I wasn't on. I mean, I was watching Richard's stream.
Yeah.
Richo's stream.
Richos. Yeah.
Right. I was on there, and I got in right before we went to town, and I bought a pack of pork steaks and about a pound of sausage, and then we came back here and started cooking. And then he showed up about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes later. He let me know he was coming.
Um, Let me add a little bit to what you were saying earlier, you and Rich. As far as tagging someone on YouTube, I always put the at symbol and the full channel name. My phone won't do that shortcut thing that computers
Right,
do. But if it's a name that contains more than one word, usually I have to type in the entire first part of it, and it'll remember shortcuts, the
right,
last parts of it. Now, this is on my phone, but
right.
here's what I have learned recently. You may not have to do anything other than type in full channel names, and to that person, it'll show up highlighted in orange. Now,
Yeah,
notice
you
that.
don't
Yeah, you
on the
don't even
front.
have to separate it with a at symbol or a comma or anything, as long as it's spelled out correctly, and
Right.
all the spaces are included. And also, I believe that you can type in their entire channel name in lowercase and eliminate all spaces, and it will highlight it in orange also.
Yeah, but also on a cell phone, you do not have to hit or a computer. You do not have to hit the at symbol. You just type out the channel name, and it'll pop up in orange.
Yeah,
Even on a phone. Even on a phone.
right.
Watch.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Let me. Yeah, but no, don't
Yeah,
put the at symbol. That's an extra step.
yeah,
Watch.
yeah. Well,
Let me
that's what I
put
just said. I just said that. As long as you type the channel name correctly, it should highlight it in orange
yeah
to the
on
person
their
whose channel name it is.
right. Let me
Yeah.
try something here.
Okay.
Oh crap. Oh, let me do this. Hey, aloha. What's up, Sheldon?
My chat is lagging. I understand why, but
Hey, Sheldon.
maybe that's better. Hmm.
Okay, what I did, I just typed the whole thing with no spaces, no at symbol, no spaces, and all that in Hector's name. So let's see if his is gonna show up orange. And Hector type in, yep, or
Well,
no. I didn't put no
let's find
spaces
out.
up.
And you
Yeah.
left out the
I, I just put the
apostrophe.
letters. I left out the comma to the top.
Yeah, it
Craig
might.
Durbin.
Yeah, let's find out what it.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Hey,
Craig
Craig.
Durbin.
Yep. How you doing, bud? See, no orange. No orange because I didn't put spaces in it.
Okay, and the apostrophe was left out.
Right. Yeah. I call that a comma to the top.
Well, we know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Uh huh. That's Kunas way of saying it. Okay, Slacker Stacker. Take it easy, Mona Me. I'll check for your email tomorrow.
Good to see you again, Slacker Stacker.
Sheldon said, "Hey, ABG, I just put a shirt. I put a shirt on just for you."
Uh, uh, uh,
All right, Slackers. Love, peace, and crackling grease, baby.
coffee time. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's yeah, that's what John went. He went to make some coffee and wake up and all that. He said he'd be back in a little while.
yeah.
So, how much for a roll of teens and 20s uh, Lincoln cents? Anybody buy any lately or no?
Uh,
Try to
I
price it
haven't.
out.
I've never bought a whole roll of teens, 20s, and 30s, or 16s, 17, 18, 19s, and oh boy, long time.
Bower boys.
What's up, bar boys? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Uh, like 10s, 20s, 30s. I don't know. I mean, I've seen the rows you went through last night, Rich. Uh, and a lot of those were in, real decent shape.
Yeah, they are.
Uh, just got, they do have some scams on eBay about unsearched rows and stuff like that. Uh, you know, with 30s to 50s. Well, yeah, you're gonna get some 30s in that row. You're gonna get a lot of high date 40s and a lot of 50s because they made millions and millions of 40s and 50s. Uh,
Evagente. EVG, you're going. Bye. Good night.
okay, EBG, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Take it easy.
Uh, there's you can go by the gray sheet, I guess, on each individual coin. Because I would say, I mean, I don't know. Uh,
Yeah,
I
because
don't know what to tell you there, Rich.
it's like 50 coins. That's, I was hoping somebody had a little more. Figured one of the younger guys might have known, but I just don't purchase them, in single rolls. So
Right. Uh, let's see. I would say, I don't know. People are getting not really scammed, but people buying for $10 to $15 a roll on eBay, and it's mostly 40s and 50s. Like I said earlier, if they dated 30, 40s, and 50s, and those titles don't say unsearched, they just say 30, 40s, 50s. And they sell those for 10 or 15 a roll. But like I said,
Uh,
it's mostly 50s and mid 40s to late 40s in the rolls. And you hardly ever see a wheat penny in those rolls. Sometimes they got one.
yeah, buying stuff on eBay, I guess, is something that takes a lot of experience and probably wouldn't hurt if someone were to train you because you can get burned on eBay and get less than what you pay for. Uh,
Yeah, right.
sometimes, however, and a lot of coin dealers do this, they will watch eBay, I mean, constantly and
Right.
come up with some good deals.
Right.
Okay.
No.
Now that's professional eBay buyers that know what they're looking for and know what it's worth and know how to bid and know how to get it. You know, they get lucky and they can make money. Uh,
Right.
I don't have time to learn all that. I don't.
Oh, okay.
That's
But
like way too much education for me.
but like the eBay sales that say unsearched row and they have an Indian head penny on one side or and a mercury dime on the other side, and they say unsearched row. Well, how did that penny get on the end of that row, and that Indian head penny get on the end of that row, both at the same time? And they got 100 rows for sale exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, no. They did that. The person that's selling it did that, and they got 150 rows just like it. No, and they call it an estate sale. No, that's a sign right there saying like, no,
I
And then they
did find
say
a 1875 Indian
in a row one time.
in one of these rolls.
Oh, okay, yeah, but you see, you bought that from uh, a dealer that somebody brought him to sell, and all of them things were marked. So yeah, I mean that wasn't an eBay scam, what you bought.
Right.
Good night, Dallas.
Yeah, we mean it this time.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably didn't hear me before saying good night.
You know what I probably ought to do is refresh my YouTube side, which is at this moment my phone, because my chat is behind. Okay, let me try it. Maybe I can. Here we go.
Bye, David.
Why am I leaving?
I don't know. I thought maybe you might be.
Yeah, by accident.
Sometimes
Well,
refreshing takes you out of the chat.
okay, just the YouTube is. I still had Streamyards running.
Oh, okay.
Uh, See, I got to do it on two devices. I don't have I can't have two windows open. I don't know how to do that on a phone or mobile device. I don't think it's possible actually. But
Right.
anyway, Sheldon Heron Wexler said, "LOL, Hector's Craig Durbin. That is one thing I do teach in my class: cursive handwriting. It helps me too. The administrative part of my class while they are working for 5 minutes to get them to learn.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I love
Because
that.
I don't even know if they teaching kids in school at this point in time how
Listen,
to
brother,
write cursive anymore. Since there's
that's
all the typing going on.
they don't teach cursive in school anymore. Uh, uh,
Oh boy.
I know. Uh, there's a lot of things they no longer teach in school anymore. A lot of it, like math, uh, English language. Um, uh, People my age know words that people 35 years younger than me have never heard, have never seen written. Uh, Now, as far as
Hey,
cursive's
Ken.
concerned, Ken Peavey,
How you doing, Ken? Mon ami. Well, we was talking about a few coins, fixing to show off a few coins, and then we was gonna jump over to Rich Cali 21's live stream. which he's in here. He'll have to set it up. Beep beep, Road Runner. How's it going?
Beep beep.
So anyway, that's what we were up to, Ken. In fact, I got some silver right here. I was fixing to show off. Got some Washington quarters and some Roosevelt dimes, stuff like that. Wow, upside down. Okay, that dog it. Got too many flips in my hand. There's a 44. These all in good, very good, something like that. Not much. And I did get a chance to clean my desk off a little bit, Ken. Not much, not much. So I was working on that today too. So how you been, Ken? Yeah, they got a couple nice ones in there, correct? My desk is a lost cause. Yeah, but you can't. You are very busy all the time, uh, hunting roles, stuff like that. Like me, I had like I don't know, a couple of hundred uh Lincoln cents up here on my desk and nickels and stuff I need to go through. I just threw all them in a little jar, my one of my big pill bottles, and I said, you know, coins to search through later, and boom.
Hello, David Wiles.
David Wiles, how you doing? Good to see you again. Oh, working on a batch of Indians. That'll work. That will work. Ken, man, let me tell you something. I'm sure am glad Dorian is going away more to the east now because
Yeah.
y'all did not need that at all. No. And let me throw that back in here again. Ken, this is a very good site to go to. It shows even the U.S. Navy uh, predictions and all that. Let me
Mm.
see where I'm at here.
Oh,
Is it
Ken, I wouldn't call it the
move?
storm that never was. You just dodging a bullet. The Bahamas are getting hammered. Hey,
Yeah,
Grand
that's
Bahama
right.
Island's going to be like a desolate wasteland. Yeah,
Not
for
quite.
months.
Not quite. Not quite. They're going to have a lot of heavy damage, but they've learned over the years to build buildings a lot stronger and better. But
Thank
anyway,
goodness.
Ken, there's the that link I just put in chat. That's the Beaumont weather. It's the Golden Triangle weather page. The U.S. Navy is on there. They got their own weather center. Uh,
Mm, Um,
NOAA, National Hurricane Center, and the works. Yeah, it'll scrub the
um,
beaches big time. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. Now it's going to be the eye is going to be
mm,
100 miles off the coast as of now and skirting the whole east coast. But I hope and I feel that it's going to move more to the east while that northern system is coming down from there. It's going to push it offshore more, which that's a good thing because I just had a hurricane come through here what a month and a half ago, and the eye passed over my town, and we didn't have a lot of damage. Thank goodness. So I've only been to Florida a couple times, and that was a long time ago, and back in 1986, yeah, 1986, and it was on the Panhandle side up north, toward the Georgia and all that line. J Florida, a lot of oil field up there. Jayhawk County, 150-mile-an-hour winds. I can imagine. Let me check. Let me see what Beaumont weather's showing. 150-mile-an-hour winds. But that's according to the National Hurricane Center. But that Beaumont weather page, that link I put in there, it shows everything. The NOAA, the print sheets and all that. And then right down below is the US Navy uh tracking. And when the Navy puts it up, you can count on it. They had it up for that hurricane we had over here, and it was right on time. I mean, uh, the track was right there when the National Hurricane Center. It was more to the east of us, and the Navy predicted it was coming straight to me. Oh, okay. So, Rich, you have the floor.
I'm busy.
Wait,
Oh,
what are you busy doing?
Still sorting all those pennies, trying to get them figured out. I had like two or three of the 24 Ds, but I'm not finding them. So obviously, I set them somewhere safe in my mess.
that's a nice double ear you got right there. That's one of the most best double ears I've ever seen.
It's a fun one to keep
It's pretty.
showing.
Yep, that's uh one of the most prominent double ears that you can see. I mean, it's well defined. Put it that way.
I had one that I couldn't make up my mind whether it was a double ear or it wasn't a double ear. But here's the thing: it's zinc, and it already deteriorated to such a condition that yeah, even if it was, it wasn't gonna be worth much. DDO or no, because it was in pretty bad shape. Uh,
Hey Ken, uh, you want to come up here on the panel for a while Rich is sorting through his coins? I'll throw the link up in there for you.
yeah, that'd be great. I'd love that.
Yeah, I've been live with Ken already. So
Yeah.
me and Ken is no stranger to being live together.
Well, actually, uh, Ken was in SJ's stream one time. Ken and SJ and Paula, and after a while, uh, SJ allowed me into there. I didn't say much, but you know, uh, I didn't have a lot to say. Storm data.
But yeah, he's probably got a couple of good sites also that he's got since he's over there. I hope I can go back up and here it is. Got it.
No link, Cajun.
I got it. I had to go look for it. I had to hunt it down. There you go, kid. Oh, well, ignore the Cajun coin hunter orange. I think I copied my channel name. I think it'll just be the link itself. Yeah, it'll just be the link.
It'll be the only thing that's clickable.
Yeah, I have to
Well,
click on the bottom corner of it to keep from going to Cajun's channel on my touchstone phone. I mean, touch screen phone. Yeah, it's picky sometimes.
you'll
Sound
find out
too
here
much by
soon.
a phone.
What do you say,
Oh,
Rich?
I don't normally do much with the telephone, but I just updated, so
Oh, hey you are. Hey, how are you?
What'd you get, Rich?
doofus. iPhone 8. Okay. How you doing, Ken?
It works. Hey, babies.
There he
All
is.
I have is a 7 Plus. But yeah, iPhone 8, my son has one of those. That's pretty neat. I didn't upgrade to that the following year after I got my 7 Plus because there was very little difference between it and the 7 Plus. Just a slightly better camera was the only difference. So I skipped a year and now mine's a dinosaur. And I can't afford the X.
No, we didn't
You
even
know,
get cell phone service out here in the woods.
I think they're like 1100.
Nobody uses the
Uh-oh.
term doofus. Oh, there it is.
I can't hear
I said
anybody.
hi, doofus, right away.
I cannot hear Ken. Has he said anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I'm gonna have to
Sometimes I gotta
drop
talk
out
into
and
the
get back in,
camera.
I guess.
David
Okay.
has issues sometimes and has to drop back out of the stream.
It's a
Oh,
phone thing.
it's working here.
He'll be back.
Okay, well I can hear it over here.
Yeah, it's just David that has. He's on a phone, and well, his thing is that when somebody comes in, sometimes he can't hear. He drops out, comes back in. Everything's perfect.
Hector doesn't get service out
Okay,
there
let's
either.
try that.
There's Craig.
Yep, I just popped him in here.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Oh, we can hear you good.
Hey, how you doing, Craig?
Not too bad.
Ooh, that's
I'm
a
gonna see how
shiner.
this is gonna work. Okay, hey Hector. I'm gonna try you in here. Usually I'm gonna see how my audio is gonna do on my end. Okay, hold on a minute, David. Let me see how my audio is gonna do since I'm on my phone. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, well, there's David. Hector dropped out.
There. I put the speaker up. I can hear you.
Okay, what? I'm low too.
I know I had the volume down.
Oh, I see. Okay, now let's see what we got. 4. Okay, number 5's fixing to come in. I'm gonna see how my audio is gonna be on me listening.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can hear Ken. That's wonderful.
5x5.
Yeah. Right.
I'm looking good.
So what are you
Craig
yakking about
has-
today? Just
Craig
hurricanes?
has himself. Uh, no. When the hurricanes get close to me, that's when I start talking about them.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's gonna miss us by 100 miles. I might get a little bit of wind and some rain. That's about it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Thank goodness for that. Thank God for that.
Yeah. One early projections had it coming right over my house, right straight up here,
Yep.
and just kept on moving. Maybe it'll move back. I don't know.
I don't think so.
No.
The cold front came down, and that's what steers hurricanes. It's the upper air. They don't steer they don't create their own weather. They get blown the way that the jet streams push them. You know, so that
You get
cold
a
front
strong
coming
Cat
down
5.
saved Florida.
If you get a strong
5
Cat
more
5
miles an hour, it'll be
hurricane,
a Cat 5.
Yeah, it's gonna a strong Cat 5, like 190, 200 mile an hour, in its own
So,
climate.
think
It
it's
won't pay
anything over
attention to
175.
anything. Right. It's like Hurricane Gilbert years ago when it came in the Gulf. We thought it was gonna hit Louisiana and Texas. It went to
200 miles an
Mexico.
hour, wipe out everything in front of it.
Yeah. It was two. The highest recorded wind out in the Gulf was 2.25, right after it came through the Yucatan Peninsula. It devastated that area.
Yeah,
That was
concrete,
back
reinforced
in
concrete will hold up,
that's about
but the
it.
doors and windows are gone.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, let me see. That was back in 88, 1988, 89, I think. Hurricane Gilbert, and I was living in my camp on Vermilion Bay. I got the heck out of there time, and it was boat only. You could only get there by boat, but uh, they didn't hardly get anything over there because the storm steered toward Mexico. Get a huge storm like that, it makes its own climate. You know.
I'm far enough inland here, we don't get anything but wind and rain.
Oh,
And not too bad. We get some good thunderstorms.
what? I got a buddy of mine lives in St. Augustine. That's right there off the coast. He's 4 miles from the islands off of St. Augustine's, off the intercoastal waterway, as they call it over there. I think that's Rich moving some coins around.
Uh, it's
Yeah,
pretty loud, Rich.
it
Something's moving. There's a
dropped out of
No,
my hand. Sorry, guys.
no, that's not a problem. I was just mentioning it was probably you doing that.
I'm testing the shock proofness of my camera, I guess.
Uh, Giving that microphone a workout too, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, funny you should mention St. Augustine, Florida. The first time I ever went to Florida in my life, that's where I went.
Yeah, Old
Oh,
City.
okay.
What'd you say, Ken?
You check out the Old City.
Oh, you better believe it, man. All the
That's a
old
tourist
stuff.
trap.
Hey, it was, but hey, it was a long time ago. It was like I don't know, 1975, 1976, um, and I enjoyed going to the tourist trap. I really did. You could still drive your car on the beach in St. Augustine. I don't know if you can still do that today or not,
Oh,
but
boats now.
you can't do that now.
The Intercoast is all boats. One big giant marina, the whole damn thing.
I'm talking about the beach, St. Augustine Beach. You could drive your car down there.
Some places, but the sands will shift over time.
Uh-huh.
Right.
It'll be different next time you go down.
Yeah, but what I did, I christened my car by driving it into the surf and back out.
Well, that'll christen it
Oh,
all right.
Yeah,
yeah.
it
Hey
might be
Ken.
rusty on bottom, but
Hey Ken.
It changes.
Rich. He bought. He got a deal for 75 rolls of Lincoln cents. All wheats, all Wheaties. A few days ago, and he's been showing them off lately in his live streams. And he's got some nice, interesting coins that he's been
th-
finding.
that is for sure.
Sure.
Yeah, BU 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, Woodies, some Woodies that Frank would drool over.
Yeah.
Uh, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll be showing them off here in a second.
Oh, I got
He's
some.
got his cameras, and then that double ear, he got that, but
I've
that
been
was
going through
already
a stack of
labeled as
Indians today. Let's see what we got. I got a nice greaser here. Watch this one. Let me take this out real quick. Okay, what do we got? I got a 1907,
Mm-hmm.
real pretty, until you get over here, in which case, wait a minute, we're missing some stuff. So that's a greaser. You can
We
barely,
missing stuff bad right there.
yeah, that's understates.
Right. Oh yeah. Yep. That's a
Understates.
greaser.
I got a nice clash out of it. Here it is. Let's pull that up.
Mhm.
Oh, we got a coin. We want you to look at after a while, Ken. Give us your opinion on it.
Yeah, there's a clash mark right here at the C,
I see that.
right? So this little bit is like the forehead of the Indian, and then over here you got some arrows or
Mm-hmm.
some of the feathers. That's a pretty strong clash in the back right there.
Yeah. Hey Ken,
But I got no marks on the other side.
on
That, that's the
on
keeper there,
StreamYard,
buddy.
Ken, on StreamYard, how do I present you?
Right click on my head, and you'll get a
I don't
menu
see
that
your
says
head, but
focus.
okay. Well,
Just right click
oh
anywhere
wait
in
a
the
minute.
doofus window. There you go.
Oh
I got
yeah.
a few.
Okay. There we go.
It's
Got it. I
presented.
think I do.
Oh, hi. How are you?
He is. He
Yeah.
good.
Oh, I lost it.
Good. All right. Now I know how to do it. I think. There it is.
That's
All
the
right.
one. I
Great.
lost it already. I just had a Woody
You lost what?
06, the penny that I was going to show you, but it went off. Is that it? No. It's gone. It's. Oh, I hate when I pull a coin out and then it falls back into the pile I've already searched. Oh, no. Should be on top.
I actually practice that all the time. Just in
Oh,
case.
God. It's gone. It's lost. I don't want to go through 200 pennies, although here it is. There it is. There's a Woody 1906. Not a strong one, but it's kind of grainy. Got some color to it. I'd have to zoom out really to get a better look. Yeah, they got Woody. If it's copper, it'll be Woody from time to time. Not a great one, but hey, have you got a Woody Indian? There it is.
Yep, I got one.
Yeah. The 08s and 09s are usually pretty good. I got a few die cracks that are unrecorded. There was a Snow 16. There it is. Yep. Only to CJ for this one. And it's a repunched date. And you got to zoom in for that. And you'll see it on the bottom of the 9. There you go. That's a repunched date. And there's some more on the bottom of the 1, but that's kind of wore out, so it's not really sharp. But that's what this extra hump is here on the bottom of the 1. But you got extra meat on the lower knob of the 9, and just above that lower knob, up in there. That's a repunched date. The Indians, they punched the dates in by hand back then. The Lincolns, when they started putting the dates on the hub for each year. So if you know what to look for, you can find some neat
Oh, so
stuff.
the Indians were hand punched?
Yeah. You
Oh,
get repunched dates
okay.
galore. Some of these dates have 30, 40, 50 different repunched dates,
Okay.
which is why I'm going
Now
through
wait a
all these.
minute. So the dies didn't have the date on them?
That's
or
right.
They did some wow, I didn't
They could get
if
more
I did
use out of the
remember, I
master
done
guys and
forgot it.
master hubs. Yep, and they just punched them in by hand. So that's why you get,
All right.
the same date. Let's see if I can find an example here. The same date will have slightly different letters and numbers, or slightly different numbers. What's this one? Oh, 1907. If I got another 1907, here's one. You might see a little bit difference in the position of those numbers. You might have to look to the dentals to see if there's a difference, but they've got Oh, some chubby numbers as well as narrow numbers. Just to watch out for. Let's see. If you look at the bottom one, you see the distance between the dental here and that serif.
Also, the difference between the 1 and the 9.
Yep, the space between the 1
Yes.
and 9, between the top
Right.
and the bottom.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes a 0 will
Okay.
be a little off kilter. Right. Let's
Right.
see. The bottom of the
Well,
7 on the
they
top,
were lib-
you got a dental cut, whereas here it's the dental itself. Just subtle differences, all that is. Well,
right.
you learn something
Yeah, they
new
were
every day.
more
don't you?
accurate. I would say. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they've got some good repunch dates. I mean, all over the place. Now they used to test the hardness of the dies, right? Because well, metallurgy wasn't quite what it is nowadays. So they would punch in the numbers, right, to test the die to see how hard it was, and they punch them in all over the place, which is why you have these repunch dates. Let me see if I can grab my arrow. Where you got, a 1 sticking out of his neck. So there's one to keep an eye out for. See if you got a big, serif of a 1 sticking out of the Indian's neck somewhere. It's just a trial strike is all it was. And they're kind of neat. And you'll see them like up in this area. The idea was they'd punch it in up here where the detail would be screwed up, once it was hubbed. And it wasn't. Sometimes they missed. Well, there's stuff out there to keep an eye out for. There's varieties on every coin ever produced by anybody, anywhere. And some of them are pretty valuable. But where's that Snow 16? That one, the repunch date on the 1905. There you go. You're talking.
Rhoda was saying that there's supposed to be some clashes also from striking with other coins like the smaller gold.
Yeah, there's some of that.
Value.
There's some of that. Get the snow books and see. That little repunch date.
Yeah, right.
This is a $2 coin normally, but with that repunch date in there, now it's like a $5 coin.
Right.
Not a huge premium, but a little bit. Well, if you get you pull 10 of those out of a sack of Indians, that's kind of a nice shot in the arm. I pick up sacks of wheats. People get those things, 180 to 225 bucks. You get 5,000 wheat pennies, and they go through and then look for dates and mint marks, and that's all well and good. But if you know what to look for, you can pick up some cash out of those things. We found everything. Good Lord, RPMs, double dies. We had one bag. We picked a 1950 D over F's out of it. And did that live on air. Oh, look at this one. That's kind of neat. Now you got a $20 coin. Well, if you can find those coins in these stacks, you can get good deals where you pick up, a whole bunch of these Indians or wheats. Or I got all the Morgans I picked up this week. Got a slew of those to play with. That's where you can turn your $100 into 150 or 200. Just because you know what the heck to look for. There's a whole bunch of Morgans. I gotta go over those a little harder. There we go. Let's get that picked up. This is what my desk looks like. It's just cards covered with coins. There's more over here. What do you got? Here's some more stuff. Here's some more stuff. There's Canadians. I gotta get through those. You name it, it's on the desk. Let's see. Oh, you gotta be gentle because sometimes I knock these things over and it goes in that space between the desk and the wall. That's a pit of despair, I call it. Let's set that flat. Got a bunch of Ikes I still have not gone through. So that's on my list of things to do. Let's see.
And then you have coins that go down in your register on the floor, your air conditioner, vent. And I think Ken,
floor vent.
one day you can hire Rosie to clean that out. You might have enough in that register down there to do a big show pack.
I can have gotten that to buy a truck. You kidding? That's nothing. Yeah. I got rolls I got to go
Oh
through next.
yeah.
See what the hell's in those. Yep. Yeah, there's no end to it. Here's the
Oh
Indians
yeah.
I went through.
Hey.
These are the Indians I went through earlier tonight. That's just all Indian pennies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jack, PJ.
You name it, we got it right here. So I pick out the
Right.
good ones, and I'll sell off the rest for fair price. It is no problem at all because I make my money on, the 2 or 3 coins that are in that batch. That's where I make my
Yeah.
money. So the rest of them, hey, here you go, buck a piece. I got all kinds of Indians for a buck a piece coming up.
Yeah. Rich does
I'm
the
making
same
money on
thing.
that.
Rich goes through his BU rows since he's been collecting as a kid, and all through his teen years, adult years, he's going through rows of BU pennies that he got when he was a teenager. So he looks
There you
for
go. Here's some.
he cherry picks out of those rows and he sends them into PCGS, has them slabbed as a 68, 67 plus, sells them. Yeah,
There you go. That's in that roll.
44S.
Real shiny ones.
Nice.
Ain't nothing wrong with those. I got a whole bunch of 43s, the best I've ever seen, but I haven't seen those rolls in 6 months. I don't know where they got. I like to find them. I could sell them up. I'm going to put together some package of 20 different BU wheats, and move these things out of here because they are piling up, man. I can't even use that table behind me. It's buried. It's lost. But there's some stuff here. I got rolls of BU memorials. I honestly, I don't even know what the hell is in there. What's this one? 74 large date. They're shiny. So I got to get the 74 large and the 74 smalls for P, D, and S so I can put together some groups of those.
Excuse me. Hey, Rich, did you
What?
see Hector's comment in chat?
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. Thank you.
1958. $80.
He says 09 to 58 wheat pennies, 5 troy pound bag from a coin dealer selling 5 troy pound bag for $79.95 on credit card and $77.95 if you wire it. What's a troy pound?
It's 12 troy ounces.
All right. 5 times 12.
No, 5.
So you're talking 60
pounds.
troy ounces times 160.
It'd be 12 times 31.1 grams. That'd give it to you in grams.
Oh, I'm over it. I'm over it.
If you wanted 12 times 31.1. Okay.
That works out to about 800 pennies for $80. That's a little pricey. I do 1,000 wheat pennies for 50 plus shipping.
The ones I was trying to sell are 1910 to 1929.
Yeah. Hey, Michael Kittle, how you doing, mon ami?
Michael.
Yeah, Mike said never heard of a real dealer selling cents by a troy pound.
That's an odd
Correct.
one. Yeah.
Right. I agree totally.
Thank you, Hector.
Yeah, wheat pennies are easy to get. The trick is knowing what to hunt for.
Mike bought a bag of 5,000 wheat cents, a while back. Live stream on, and look, they came out with Mike came look 1909s, key dates, some key dates. You probably saw it, Ken.
I just found a roll of 1909s. Yeah. I got to go through those next. I might have gone through them before. God only knows what's in there. Let's take a couple out and see. There's a space. Yeah, I'm running out of space here. I'll put them up on the card.
Get your
I don't know.
paper
These go
plate.
for what? $2 a piece?
So those in a paper plate.
There we go. What do we got? 1909 with some doo-doo on there. But I don't know if I've checked these for varieties. It doesn't have the appropriate marking on the tube.
I have a 1909 Philadelphia with less doo-doo on it.
No, some of these are pretty good. Some of them are
That
just
was a lucky win. Thank you,
not too
Jimmy.
crap. But I want to look at stuff like, this. That gets my attention right quick.
Uh-oh, I didn't say it.
All right, I'm not seeing it really here now. Might have just been the light. And then you look at the backs. Geez, I got a really nice double die reverse number 3 the other day. Real sharp one. That one looks normal. That looks just scuzzy and normal. And that one's a filler. That was no good. Yep, one after another. Just keep on doing the coins, one after another. And the more you do it, the more you figure out, and the more you know what to hunt for. Let's see, here's some more. I didn't even check those to see if they were VDBs. Let's see what's up here. You get going so fast, you're looking at them upside down, backwards. It's all good. That looks normal. And you look at the backs. You know, over time, you get a little faster at it, so it's easy to pick up stuff because you're going through more volume.
What's in a
VDB
VDB?
there? No.
Nope.
How about this one?
I don't see it.
No, not on that one. Pluribus looks perfect. Got another one over here. That's normal. And no VDB. Alrighty. Well, I'll put together some batches, 20 different or 50 different before 1930 or before 1940. And they go here and there.
Question, Ken.
Yeah.
So a 1909 Philadelphia VDB in, say a little better condition than those. How much is that thing worth? $10?
XF, I do 10. I get $10 for XF.
Okay.
For low grade VDBs, a couple $3. Not a huge amount. You got 3 million surviving specimens. They're pretty easy to come by. Because you got 2 million collectors. The really low grades, not a whole lot. Most of the minor wheats and a 1909 VDB is kind of minor. Once you get down below VF, the value drops pretty quickly.
Yeah, the Philadelphia. Now, if it were an S and it was V4, it'd still be worth some bucks because it's an S.
Yeah,
VDB.
Sure. But these are just straight grade,
Okay,
straight 1909s. These are good for like a buck,
Ken.
maybe 2. Not a whole lot. Yeah.
I think Rich Cali might have a question for you on prices for a roll of the older cents.
Yeah.
Well, that was what I was saying before 1910 to 1929. I just got 75 rolls. I was going to sell off some to some of the younger collectors, but I wasn't sure what fair price is for those.
Your best bet is probably to break them into sets where you got 20 to 50 different dates. If you can do a roll of 50 different before 1940, those will go for $15-20 per roll.
Perfect.
Now, if you want to sell just a roll of 1935s, you'll get $4. Right? If you sell just a roll of 1919s, you get $3. But you break it and give them a starter set, and that's where it's a lot of work, But that's the
Rich has
way.
a lot of time.
There you go. Yeah, that paid 14 to 18 bucks for 50 different pre-40.
Yeah,
What you
yeah,
got
that's
here?
very fair. That's very
Uh,
fair.
I probably paid for the 1909s. I see these rolls going for 50 to 60 bucks per roll, right? And this one's kind of beat to shit. I probably got this for 30. I know some places. There's a little wood grain action going on there. I better put that in Frank's box.
Oh, Rich has some awesome woodies he found.
Yep, that's normal. You know, a lot of these collectors, they go through coin rolls, right? They hunt down the pennies from the bank or pocket change. And you can get the 40s and 50s, especially the P's and the D's, pretty easily. But once you go before World War II, they start getting few and far between real quick. It was the war that really bumped up the economy, and they said, we got to have more coins. And you went from 15 million a year to 150 million a year to 1.5 million a year. Real quick. I mean, we're talking 5 years. Before 1940, that's a big cutoff point. So a lot of people, they've got albums and stuff, but they're having trouble filling those earlier dates. And if you can give them 50 different, yeah, they'll snatch them up. I've done 50 different 40s and 50s, which is pretty much all of them. Maybe it doesn't have the steels in there. And I put those out for $3 a roll, and they sold out in 6 minutes. Huh? Maybe I should have gone up a little higher in the price. Those go for around $4 to $5 per roll. You know, if you give them 50 different, give them a good set. But you got to take the dogs out of there, because you're going to find those dogs. They're just, you know, meat hooks. There's crap on them. They got marks, holes. There's a booger. I had one. It's got a dog turd on it, and there's a label connected to it by a string that says this is a dog turd. You got to get that stuff out of there and put them back in circulation. They have no value, nothing. But if you give them decent, you know, fine, very fine, some XFs, you know, in the 50s, yeah, they'll take them for $5 a roll.
Yeah, don't do like what Ken has up on his website. Like, here's what you sell, here's what you get. You know, here's what you sell, here's what you buy. And he's compared 2 pennies, and the one you sell is in like XF. The one he's got with here's what you buy is not
Oh
even
no,
in good condition.
that's the way you see them. When you buy them, you know,
Right.
oh, dude, that's not that great. That's very fine at best. But when you sell it, hey, I got this one. It's MS75 full steps. Yeah. Look, if you can go through those rolls and cherry pick those 5 coins that are worth good money, the rest of them, you can put that stuff out at a fair price. I see, all the time on Facebook groups, eBay is real bad, where people are selling stuff for way, way more than it's worth. It's terrifically overgraded. You look at it and the guy says, this one's XF. And you're thinking, nah, that's fine, you know, with a hole in it on a good day. Well, you don't have to gouge people. You don't have to, you know, charge exorbitant prices or go after. That's a little lamination right there. Can you see that? I got a little bit right here and a little bit right
Ken,
there.
you have a question in chat, Ken, from
Yeah.
David Wilds.
Where's David?
Ken, where do you sell at?
Everywhere. YouTube works real well, but man, that's a lot of work because you got to get the stuff lined up and ready to go real quick. I do some Facebook groups.
I think he's wanting to know where you sell your coins.
Yeah, email. I've got some people that have been with me for years, and email works great. That's where that's where the good stuff goes, man. Don't you know that? Oh, you can't see that. Oh, let's see. There you go.
I don't know Ken's email address right now, but Ken, you can put it up if you want.
Oh, it's out there somewhere. You can see. You can find it on my channel. Just click on channel stuff. There we go. There's some pretty stuff out there. No, we're going to give this one away. Can you see that? Jesus, the thing will not focus at any spot. We're going to give this one away. People have been chipping into the big show for a year to make this happen. It's a 1907 proof Indian scent in 64 brown. It's a peach. That's certified. Oh God, don't drop it. It'll break. Now let's see. That's a proof Indian. Have you seen proof Indians? They're gorgeous in hand, baby. Let's see if I can put it under here.
Ken, your email, Ken or K Peavey.
K Peavey at live.com. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a proof Indian looks
Right.
like. Sharp, crisp, and you see that little mark right above the forehead, right there. That's probably why it's down to 64 instead of 65, because the rest of it is pretty tight. And there are two marks right here. We'll get a little ding on the rim, which is pretty minor, and there's a little carbon spot. But the color on this is just nuts. Dude, it's gorgeous. It's gold and purple, and you got all that wonderful toning. They used to ship these things in an acid paper, right? Like a tissue.
Yeah.
And it's that paper that causes these things to tone. But, dude, when you got these old frosty freaking Indian proofs, they're nice. The fields are crisp and clear, and, dude, you can see the light bouncing off the coin. Don't mind the big bright spots. Look behind the scenes of what you see. The back is flawless on this thing.
There's some red
Oh, it's in there. You get that
original.
all around the corners, all the tight little spots. And that's a deep, rich
Hey.
pumpkin color.
Somebody's got a red arrow on that thing. It's an Indian arrow trying to shoot another Indian, probably. I have to throw that in there.
Yeah. I picked this up for the big show because it's been growing. It's a 1920 commemorative $50 from Maine. Yep. You got a moose in there. I can't find a flaw in this thing. It's a peach. Screaming red. That's a 1920. Got all the pine cones. We can put that under here. Have a look at that. Let me zoom out just a bit so you can get a better look. I was hoping to get a York dollar because I'm trying to see if there is a some hub doubling on some of the letters, because I've seen a couple of them that have a similar pattern on the back. But, well, I didn't get that one, but I got this one. I'll take it. There's a moose. There he is. Yeah. Got the old pine tree for Pine Tree Estate. Got a farmer over here and a mariner over there. So he's got an anchor. And that's just a good looking piece. I thought that was pretty neat. And it's probably these marks here, right? And this is a contact mark from another $50. You can see the size and shape of that. So are these. That's probably what kept it out of 65.
What does Durko mean?
Dirigo, it's Latin. It means I lead.
Oh, I never learned Latin.
There it is. Now, Maine came in 1820, the same year, well, the same time as Missouri. It's the Missouri Compromise, because when Missouri joined the Union, there was no Maine. Maine was part of New Hampshire. No, excuse me, it's part of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
But you had to maintain balance between the free states and the slave states. So the compromise was, we let you in Missouri as a slave state, but we have to create the state of Maine out of Massachusetts, so we have an equal number of free states. Yeah. That whole Civil War was written into the Declaration of Independence because they did not address the issue of slavery. They kicked that can down the road. And so the only way to get all the colonies working together was just skip that part. First, we separate from the British, and then we'll deal with the slavery issue later. Otherwise, we'd still be British.
Darn. Then we'd all be speaking English.
Yeah, we and the British were still separated by a common language. Yeah, this is what I do. I just go through pennies, quarters, halves, nickels, dimes, whatever it happens to be on the desk at any given time. It's $1 a week, I think. Oh, that's a good wood right there. Look at that one. That's in that tube of 1909s. You can see that one. That's got a lot of contrast to it. Yep, I keep talking up the woods. That's a good looking penny right there. You get an album full of these, you got something to look at.
Oh yeah.
And that's a result of the that light gray, and that's a result of the metal not being mixed properly. Yeah,
That's right.
and it's the same direction on the back. There you go. And that one's
Rich
probably
Kelly has a bunch of those.
oh yeah, dude. If you see the Woodies, grab them. Grab them. You can get these for, you know, the same price as a coin without the wood. And people will pay top dollar for these. If they're really magnificent, they will pay handsomely for these. I picked some Woodies up for, you know, $1 and sold them for 30. They will pay good money for those if they're bold, if they're in good shape. I've lost the chat.
Yeah. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Like, for instance, a lot of people like toning. Well, to me, okay, you know, rainbow toning, you know, I guess that's kind of cute, but in my opinion, any toning is tarnish. It's like, you know, buying a rusty car. Yeah, I don't care for toning, you know, especially on my car.
Yep.
But it's a matter of opinion. Like, I spent many years as a painter, and you know, I used to have different opinions from the customer. I learned quickly, oh, don't do that. So, uh, my opinion after I learned was, if you like it, I love it, ma'am.
That's it. That's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet you it's in here. I'm trying to think where that one coin is.
There's no accounting for taste.
Oh, here's a neat one. Here's a neat one. Let me show you this one. Okay, you can, if you go through these coins, you can cherry pick some beautiful purchases. Okay. Let me see if I can get this out without getting my fingerprint on it, because I don't want to touch this thing. Let me slide that up here.
Okay.
Ah, there you go. Okay, it is. You ready? Let's see if you can see anything wrong with this freaking thing. That's a good looking buffalo.
Oh, man.
Right? Now you go through that thing and look for any marks. I'll go real slow, and I got it at a tilt so the light is right. But look for anything wrong with this piece.
Very slight wear on the top, not much.
All right. Now I'm going to flip it over. And you look
See
at
the
this.
reverse.
Where is it? There you go. Here it is.
Uh-oh.
See if you can see anything wrong with this.
Man.
Okay, right in here. There's a little contact mark right here. But otherwise, that's pretty nice. Now, what would you pay for that?
We got full tail, full horn.
Every bit. 100%.
Oh, that horn is nice.
Yeah. Now, what would you pay for that? 15, 18 bucks? Maybe 25? Let's look closer, shall we?
Uh-oh.
I see it now.
Is it RPM?
That is a D over F
Over S. Yeah.
in that kind of shape.
No.
That's 125 bucks.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh yeah, sure is.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you buy that for 15 or 20. That's a win. This is what the knowledge can do for you guys. All you people over here in the chat. There is stuff out there you can find, and some people have no idea what they're selling. They don't know about it. They don't know there are such things as mint marks. And that's one of the boldest D over S over mint marks that exists. And when it's in this kind of shape, that's a winner.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Ta-da. So that's why I keep telling people, learn, study, pay attention. And some people do. I was talking with CJ earlier today. He got another snow variety on a Flying Eagle scent.
Yep.
That's a good looking piece right there. That's just a good looking coin to begin with.
Yep. Like those.
Yep. Oh, where's that? I got one
What?
with 2 feathers. I'm wondering where the heck.
Hey, Ken. What would you say that your estimation of grade would be on that coin, the 1938 D over S?
I don't know if he heard you, David.
I think he's looking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say 66 all day long.
66.
Okay. Y'all said it at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm looking around the rim. The rim is neat. The whole darn thing. Right? Here, what you're seeing is a slightly weak strike. There's a lot of meat on these buffaloes, and this is the highest point. This is not wear, right? Wear, I'm going to see some sort of abrasion here. I'm missing a little bit of detail because it's the deepest point on the die, and it's just a little bit weak there. So I can't go 67, but I'm looking around the rim for distractions. I've got nothing of any consequence. Compare the thickness of that letter to this blemish here. It's not big enough to warrant any further attention. I've got even color across this whole thing. I've got a lot of sharpness on some of the lower relief items, the neck, under his chin. Yeah, it's a peach. Hey, oldies, how are you,
Yeah.
baby? Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
Al.
Al.
This is just a good-looking
Hey,
coin.
Al. Oh, I'm missing some in the
Melissa.
chat. Hey, Uncle Al. Hey, Hoove.
Here's everybody. But the back, these fields are exquisite.
I didn't know Captain Jerk was in here.
Captain Jerk. Hey, Captain Jerk.
Well, darn, y'all
Very
caught
I
us.
was looking. I was looking at coin.
I was mesmerized by the buffalo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was looking at the coin, not the
I was
chat.
guilty of
Sorry.
missing the
Apologize.
chat.
There it is. There ain't a thing wrong with that. When you put in that over mint mark, then it becomes a thing of beauty, a joy. You don't get them in this kind of shape very often.
So, a different market also. Your era collectors want that one bad.
Yeah, this is a peach. And there's that repunched, over punch mint mark.
Yeah, it's a peach plus 2 plums.
Ta-da! There it is. Sharp and crispy.
Yep.
All the sugar and twice the caffeine. That's what that is.
I'll take 2.
There it is. I get it in there. All right. I got a 2 feather around here somewhere, and I missed it. Somebody during a show said, "Hey, Ken, that buffalo nickel only has 2 feathers." So that kind of took a $20 coin and made it a $75 coin. If you know what to look for, that's what you can find. So you go through piles of stuff. Where's my what I do, I'll go through piles of stuff and I'll pick out some neat things, and pick out one or two, and it's going to pay for the whole darn batch. The rest of them I can let them go for fair prices, and I do just fine.
You know what, Ken? My uncles knew about this two feather thing back when I was like 9.
Yeah,
Okay, and that was like probably before you were born. And they kept looking for that two feather. And it's amazing to me that something was actually even worth a good bit more back then. And we're talking about the early 60s. And it's just over polishing of the dyes that caused that
that's
missing
exactly
feather.
right.
And but people were looking for it even back then, is what I'm saying.
Yep.
You know, and another thing, Nicodate's not new, and the controversy about using is not new. They were my uncles. I overheard my uncles discussing this back then in the 60s. Yeah, they had Nicodate. They knew if they used it and brought out the date, that hey, it's got acid on it.
I got one
But
here was Nicodated. I think it's Nicodated. Where the heck back? It was right here a second ago. Oh, here's one. There. Watch this. Does that have Nicodate on there on the bottom? Let's try to get that up close. It does seem to be discolored. Let's look at
it
what.
won't focus.
Yeah, we'll put it up on here. Oh, where the hell is it? Scope. Dum da dum. And we're gonna see. It's a 1794. There we go.
Whoa,
Liberty. That's a half a penny. It's gorgeous. But if I tilt that just a bit, we can see this discoloration appear.
I see the
Right here where the date would be.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, is this going to really
It's
impact the
darker.
value of the coin? Because it's already a train wreck. Even in this shape, it's good for $100, right? Well,
Nicodate, like on good, if you have a buffalo nickel and put a date on it, and you
what
bring
gives
out
this
that
one a
date,
little
you
extra
do
value?
have the key date. It's going to take the value down somewhat, but it's not going to make the coin worthless. Put it that way.
If it helps you
That's
identify the
my
date, it can be good. But you can go through a lot of times if you know what to look for, and you can identify the date on the coin just by other features. Does it have stems, right? Does it have a 2 in the fraction or a 0 in the fraction? Does it have
right.
edge lettering? Because that'll tell you a whole lot right there, right? That's 200 for $1 right there. There's bent. That coin's already a train wreck. There you go. TWO 200. Ready? For $1. But it gets really neat. Some of the varieties that you're going to encounter in here, because you're going to go to 200 for the 1894s, and look at the space between the letters. And this is the wide space, which is it's a better piece. It's kind of nice.
So what
Yeah,
what year is that one right there? What year is that one?
1794.
Nice.
It's a train
1794.
wreck.
Okay.
It's the old cap, Liberty cap, half penny. Not too many of these around.
I don't have any.
For good money. Pardon?
I'd keep
I
it.
don't.
Oh, it's a peach. It's my only one.
I don't have
These
any.
are few and far between to come along. Mm-hmm. Mike Mullins is here. Good to see you, baby.
Yeah, I ought to time him out, but I'm gonna give him a break. I timed him out yesterday and once today.
Yeah, don't do that, David.
I'm not going to. He ought to be in bed though.
Oh, here's another one for this. Okay. I'm going to turn. Let me put that in a flip. There you go. So we have a reference when we turn it over. There we go. There, I got it in the flip, and I should be able to see the line here of the flip. So there it is, face up, right? And there's my line over here. And if I flip that over, what you got there?
Nice.
I got about a 45, 50 degree rotation on that piece. This coin's got everything. Now flip that right back. Heads up.
Very nice.
Yeah. Well, the attention to detail on the rotation of the dies was less important back in the day. The mint was open for what, 9 months when they were making these. They were just happy to be able to start making their own pennies. There you go. And there it is. 1/200. This is the, what the hell was his name? Scott. Rich Scott? I forget who designed it. I'd have to look it up. These old Scott designs are just exquisite. They're much better when they're in good shape, but I'll take what I can get, man.
Yeah, what my favorite coin or design.
See if I can find the chat.
Roadrunner is thinking something about a clash or something.
Struck through a clash. No, this is roadkill. This is distortion. See the way it was round and now it's not round right here. That's a hammer strike. And if I look at the edge, I can see it's bent. That's terrifically damaged right at that hammer strike. Yeah, that's warbled. Lay that on a flat surface and it'll wiggle if they touch it.
Hey, Al.
There you go. If I put that on a flat surface, push one side, it bumps. Bent. Let me flip that over.
Yep. Used and abused. Rode hard.
Yeah, it's been around, but I'll take it. That's one of my honeys. I wouldn't complain about having that so silly. No, there it is. That's one of the nice things you keep. Where'd my holder go? There it is.
And you sure don't have to worry about wearing gloves with that one.
Dude, you know, a lot of these, you know, they say, put your gloves on. These are old Indian pennies. I cannot possibly offer enough handling to tone that up, right? It's in good condition. Right. I'm not going to rub that if I rub it for 2 months, I'm not going to bring it down a grade, right? These Morgans, okay, I'm going to be a little more gingerly with these because they do have some original luster on them. All right.
Right.
Here's a Benjamin. It's, you know, it's AU. It's in great shape. I'm going to handle it by the edges. The old Indians, I'm not going to screw that up no matter what. Oh, the peace dollar. Yeah. Grab it by the edges. Because I don't want to put fingerprints on it. It's already got I don't know what that is. A booger on it. Something I say this, I'm not touching that. I want that to be sharp at all times. That's a brilliant uncirculated funnel web spider right there. I love these. So
yeah,
I handle that in a flip.
That's the one with his teeth hanging out his buttocks.
That's it. Let's see if we can see that.
Paula got a good laugh out of that last week.
There they are. There they are.
Stop laughing.
That's your funnel web spider. These were made in 2015 in Australia at the Perth Mint. It's 1 ounce, 999 silver. There's a P for Perth. It's a Australian funnel web spider.
Yeah.
It'll
get you coming or going.
Yep, 2015. That's what you call a two-stepper. They got some mean critters, man.
Yeah,
Here's the meanest of them right there, the Queen herself. Right. That's Australia, $1. Yeah.
That's Lizzie.
Yeah, they got a tree viper to kill a man in 30 seconds. They got that
Hey,
Tasmanian devil give you a
How you doing,
rage
Bigfoot?
finish off. All right. They got a jellyfish. Put you unconscious in a minute. And I hear the beaver down in Melbourne take a man out. That's what I hear. What's your oldest coin? There's probably a couple of ancients around here. I just had one out here not too long ago. I got some old colonials out here somewhere. I don't know where it is. It changes over time. What my oldest is this week will be different from what my oldest is, 2 months from now. On the desk is probably the 1794. What's in that box? I don't know what's in this box. What's this? Some weird stuff. Indians, Canadians. What's this one? Now these are just a bunch of pennies here. What's that? 1972. Now there's everything on the desk. Don't worry about what my oldest is. What's your best? Everybody's got their favorite coin. It doesn't matter how old it is, how valuable it is. Your collection is going to evolve with you. What's your favorite one? Because one of my favorites is probably going to be that friggin' spider. Dude, that's just the coolest thing they make. What's your favorite thing?
Hey, Ken.
Do you like the Art Deco look? Or do you like the Gothic look? Whoa, there it goes. Well, that's $1 off now.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
I'd like to address that question about my favorite coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a Morgan dollar, and I've got it in one of the non-plasticized vinyl flips that I bought from you.
Sure.
And it is in my wallet.
Okay.
And it never leaves my wallet unless I'm showing it to someone. And it means more to me than money.
Then keep it.
No, listen, it will never be for sale as long as I'm alive, and most likely never be a sale as long as my son is alive. And I hope my grandson doesn't sell it and passes it on, because it belonged to my best friend who is now dead.
Yeah.
It's not available at any price.
Coins have different types of value. They have face value, right? This is worth a penny.
Yeah.
Right. They have numismatic value.
Yes.
This is worth 50 cents, right?
Yeah.
It's got silver value, so it's worth $7 for
Melt.
silver. But it's also got numismatic value because it's a 1920 Maine $half MS-64. Okay. What you're talking about is another kind of value. It's emotional value.
Sentimental value.
Yep, sentimental. This coin came from my mother, for example. And those coins, although it doesn't have value to others, the value to the owner is oftentimes unlimited. You cannot buy that coin for any price.
Yep.
Go figure that one out. My sister's got a little rocking chair. It's she uses it with her daughter. Her daughter's one of these little kids, and it used to be my mother's rocking chair when she was this big. And people have come in and looked at that thing, and it's an old antique. It's a 2-foot tall wooden rocking chair, and they've offered her a couple of $1,000, and ain't no way she's gonna sell that thing. Ain't no way, because she'll give it to her daughter. As long as they don't sit, some big fat dog in it, it should be okay. You can't compete with that. No market can give you an equation for that. I got a truck out here. A buddy of mine died a few years back. I got his truck from the repo man, and people have offered good money for it. Dude, it's a workhorse. I'm going to keep it around. How do you put a number on love? How do you put a number on history? How do you put a number on your best friend. What's it worth to you for your best friend's keepsake that he left to you? There is no price for that. I can measure the silver content of that thing, but we're not talking about silver content, are we? We're talking about the guy you used to go fishing or down to the bar with or raise hell. Or you know, they watch your kids, you watch theirs. That sort of thing. We played the same practical jokes on the guys at work. You can't put a value on that. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Right?
Yep.
Really,
Uh-huh.
these are just things. They can be replaced, they can be bought, sold, traded. Insurance can cover the loss of these. No amount of insurance can cover the loss of that coin you keep in your pocket that your buddy left to you. That's what it's all about, man. The coins are good. They're really slick. Man, we like the design. But a lot of times these things, I get the big show every week, and people give those coins to each other. They give them to their grandchildren. They give them to their kids. It's not about the coins. It's the interactions, the connections you make with them. People spend their time with their kids and looking at old pennies. It's not about the pennies, man. It's about the time you're spending with those kids. What's that worth to you?
Everything.
That is what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, I call them my story coins, and they're not for sale because they've got a story behind them and they mean too much to me.
Every coin has a story. We don't know what happened to this gold coin. What is it? 1920 something. I can't see it. Probably a 21. What's happened to that thing in the past 100 years? Was this somebody's pocket coin for a while? Maybe they passed away and some kid got it and said, "Oh, my grandfather left me this, but you know, I need to pay my light bill." Maybe grandpa didn't spend any time explaining what that was, telling the story about that coin. You spread the story, you hand down the story of the coin along with the coin, and now you've got a collection that is invaluable. You're adding pedigree to it. You're adding that emotional value. You know, I mean, what would this be worth to your grandson if you gave this to your grandson and spent an hour going over it and other coins similar to it, but said, "Look, I'm giving you this. I want you to hold on to it. Here's a piece of plastic you can put it in. Put it in there. Keep it nice. Keep it tight. Remember this, and remember the time we went through these coins." And that coin is going to be with that guy forever. He'll probably pass it on to his grandchild. That's how the giant collections are built. It's just they keep on snowballing. Did I steal the show?
Hey, that's
No, you
okay.
did not. No,
All right.
you did not.
You're doing a fine job, Ken.
Coin collecting is not always just about the coins. Seriously. Coins are a good part of it. They're a major part of it, but it goes way beyond the coins. It's the people you meet, the relationships you build. And people earn a living doing this, and they rely on other folks that they know to buy, to sell, to hook you up. Hey man, where can I get some Indian pennies? I need a few rolls of Indian. Oh, I know a guy. Here you go. One person was looking for some Ikes earlier today. I sent that person to somebody that I knew because I know he had some Ikes and he could use the money. Good. We serve two needs right there. Some networking involved in the thing, and it works. It's no different than any other business. If you look at it from a business aspect, you buy it, you sell it. You network. You have people that you take care of, and they cover your back as well.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I've got a problem. I'm down to 11% and rapidly diminishing. I'm going to have to drop out of the StreamYard, and I'll hang around in chat for a few. but I've got to go.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm probably
Okay.
it's time for
All
me
right,
to take
Dad.
a nap. It's 5:15 over here.
Yeah.
I need to nap.
Well, Ken, I wanted you to take a look at something.
Right now, I got me on
Uh,
the screen.
and well, I'm fixing to put Rich up, and like, here we go. Rich
It's an
should be up in
1837
a second
seated.
or two. Let me see if it's gonna come up, or if I didn't hit the right button, or hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get your opinion on this, Ken,
All right.
on that date, and Rich will explain it.
The lower circle of the 8 just looks like a perfect J. There's no rhyme or reason for a J to be there, but that's what it resembles.
Remember, they used to punch these dates in by hand back then. What's the denomination on this?
Half dime.
Halftime. Let me pull up a file real quick here. Wet cat, Rosie's, WH. Where the heck is it? Let's look over here. Coins.
He's got a good story behind that halftime, also how he obtained it.
Yeah, World Coin Bin.
Yeah, you got it for a nickel or what?
I paid $1 for it. It was the better coins. They were all world silver.
Okay, I got Valentine's book on PDF. Valentine wrote a book in the 30s, all about halftimes. Is his name? This guy named Daniel Valentine. Let's find the right page here. So I click here. There you go. Numismatic notes and monographs. The United States halftimes by Daniel T.W. Valentine, 1931. And these are his notes. And let's find 1838, see if he's got anything on that.
37.
1837, even better.
No stars.
Yeah, okay, 31. I got to scroll down here. Now, is that J-looking thing, is it sticking up or is it stuck into the coin? Is it incuse or?
It looks like it's up. I'll be able to do a better video on it tonight, but yeah, it looks like it's up. It's hard to tell when it's that little. I tried to put something in there to see if I could feel a little bump, but it's just so little.
Okay, got a small open date,
Yeah,
well
just-
centered. The S under E and space, the on to the left of, and they're like, okay, he's got some notes here. I can't even read them. This is an oldie.
You
Let's
just-
see.
You
Another
can
one,
just
someone
use your
won, but
pointy
like
thing, Rich.
date slightly lower. Die crack runs through cap, cheek, and neck. Okay, third one. These are all different varieties. Similar to number 2, but the figure 7 is recut at the base. Okay, that's all he's got is 3 and then 3A, same as number 3, but die crack runs through the cap and hair. All right, I got nothing on it here. So next thing I'm going to do is go look at Breen. Where the hell's Breen? It's usually right here. Okay.
Okay. Let me see if I can get both of y'all. I'm gonna get both of y'all up.
That's Breen. Let me get. Oh, you can't do that. It doesn't let you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, there's face view. So I got Breen's Encyclopedia of Colonial and U.S. Coins. Great book, dude. It is a monster volume. We need halftimes, which are going to be somewhere here. What it says. 18. That's the nickels. Okay, they're after the nickels. There's
Hey, Ed. How you doing, Ed? How you doing, Ed?
Robert Scott. He's the guy that did the design on that.
Right.
That,
Robert Scott. That's
thing.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do we got for 1837? I can pull this open, have a look. Let's see.
I knew it was Scott something.
Let's see. Home. I want home. So this is what you have in there. This is why you need the books, man. You can look stuff up. 1837. What do we got? We got all kinds of stuff going on here. 1.5 million made. plus 20 plus proofs. Tall peak to the 1, at least 3 reverse dies, proof and early business strike. Show triple punching on the 8. This is your 8 you're talking about?
Yeah.
Partial repunching on other digits. Later strikings from repolished obverse die no longer show partial extra digits. We got a flat top to the 1 and 1 variety, and that's all he has listed. But he does mention right here triple punching on the 8. So that's probably where I would start investigating. Right, that triple punching. I don't have images to compare to. That's the thing, and well, these are pretty small anyway. So you got several options to investigate. One, is it damage? People would, geez, you had nothing to do in 1837. We weren't warring on anybody. Is it damage? Is it pushed up metal from somebody just, getting in there with a fork and screwing it up? If it's raised, that could be one explanation. Is it a die chip, die crack? Some of those aren't often recorded. Is it a repunched date? Look, it's a J shape, which if you draw an 8 is kind of similar to most of the bottom of the 8. You got at least 3 that are mentioned in Breams. Let's see the examples of those 3. I don't have those available, which is what I'm working on, is trying to get all the data in one place. That would be the direction I'd
let me show
first.
Let me show all 3 of us.
There you go. I see the date, and I'm looking at that now, and that's not a really good match for the shape of the inside of the 8. Okay. They would recut the dates sometimes in the die because they would lose some detail. So a guy would get in with a tool and reshape the digits. Well, every now and then he'd miss. Sometimes you see these little extra bits. It's a recut date, but it's missed. Yeah, I'd have to see. I've got this thing, and it's showing up about that big.
Yeah, now it's
I don't have enough to make a decision here. I look at those recut dates. Is what I would look for first. Yep. Looks like, is that a die crack over there about 8 o'clock? Might be a piece of lint at 8 o'clock going from the room. Pardon?
I see it.
It's not.
I'll see.
It just.
It's gone. All right. Can we see the rest of it? I mean, there's information you can glean from this. That's some odd looking hair.
It went away.
All right. Can we see the back?
It was like,
there's information you can glean if you have looked at a bunch of these, and people don't. Well, they may not know, so they're not showing you the rest of the coin. All right. Have you weighed it, measured it?
Yeah.
Does it check out? 1, 2, 3, 6. Yep. Let me pull up a known image real quick. All right. Let's see. Load. This may be a few minutes here. And the best place I've found for decent photos of known coins. Let's see. Bus flowing here. Drake bus. Liberty seated right there. Is PCGS. And I'm going to pull up the 1837 and compare a few. I'm counting leaves right now. That's peculiar. And I can compare what you have with what they have. Looks like you have the small date.
yeah, I think he does have the small date because we had discussed that a while back, a couple times. If
Let's
I'm not
look at some
mistaken,
related.
it's a small date because they had the small date and the large date.
Yeah, I don't see any variety listed on PCGS, but I'm looking at their images, and I'm going to pop these apart and put them side by side on my screen. Excuse me. Because one thing I'm going to check is, well, is it genuine? Can I tell if it's genuine? A lot of times, if it's not, you can tell that from basic photos. There you go. And I'm going to count these right off. Look at the position of some of these letters. Yeah, that's a good match. I'm going to compare the relative size of the dentals, the shapes of the letters and serifs, the directions that these berries go. Okay, I don't see anything right off from what I can see that would say fake. So I can't call it nonsense for sure. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. That's odd. Huh. Okay, you may have a little damage on the T in United, because that kind of flares out halfway down. But otherwise, it looks yeah, it looks consistent with a genuine. But I can't tell from here. Is it cast? I don't know. But what could be in the 8? Any one of 1,000 different things. I start with the assumption of damage and go from there.
Well,
Recut.
he does have a
most likely.
Rich does have a scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weighed and stuff. I
Yeah.
always weigh everything.
Looking at this side, let me look at. Have you counted the bars on the shield?
Nope, I haven't.
Okay, let's count those up. I can't really see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so far so good. Liberty seems to have the right shape and tilt, and the I and B are kind of stuck together, and E kind of sticks somewhere in the middle. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. I'm not really seeing anything that says fake. It's not screaming anything to me. And now that we see the date, yeah, that's 100%. That's a small date. So what's going on inside the 8? Can you zoom in on that anymore?
No,
That's
my
it.
broke.
Okay.
I paid extra, so it'd be broken.
Yeah. Well, for $1, I'd say it's a pretty good pickup, baby.
It was far from $1. I buy high and sell low.
I thought you said you got that in the junk bin for $1.
Oh yeah, the coin. I was talking about my camera.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for $1, that's a peach. Jesus.
Yeah, I think he went back to the dealer though, and
Yeah, I
hey,
gave him
this is
half
worth more than
value.
$1.
Oh, yeah, it's $100 coin.
Yeah, I gave him 50 or $60.
Okay. Yeah, you treated him right. But I can't give you an answer on that with what I've got to work with.
Well, thanks for checking.
But I'd want to look hard. I tell people do their homework, but I don't think I quite explained what it takes to do the homework.
Well, the hard part is finding the reference books to do that homework. Not everybody has access to lists that even give you those options. So that's a tough part.
Okay, I'm going to give you a link over here in chat. Let me pull this up.
I know you said Daniel Valentine for that one, and then the green.
Okay, I'm going to give you a link to the Newman Numismatic Portal.
Cool.
Ken,
Let's see if I can find that. How's that?
Can you type something in chat before you do that?
There it is. There's your link. That has thousands.
Okay, can you type something? Can you type something in chat so I can do something for you? It's not showing up.
Something in chat.
There you go. Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, so you get a link right there. It's https /and NP, and I can show you this right here. Here's a
Okay,
screenshot.
you'll have to repost that.
Yep. And let me see if you can see what I can see. There you go. That's it. That's the Newman Numismatic Portal over at the St. Louis, the Washington University. And one key spot is go to the library. We're going to find books by author and books by title. And this is all numismatic books. And a lot of these have been out of print for a while. And you can get, let me pull up, well, here's books by author. You can pull up these books. You know, here's V for Valentine. And there it is, Daniel Valentine.
Cool.
Repost that link, Ken, if you don't mind. Your link didn't show up earlier. You didn't have a blue wrench, so I
lost
didn't
the
even
chat.
see it.
I lost the chat. Oh, look, there's a blue wrench. There's the link. There, it's an underline. Okay, so
There it
here.
is.
This is what you see. Yep. So there, the United States half times, 1931. Grab it. Grab these books down. There's plenty of them, man. Good Lord, what are you looking for? Because it's probably in here. This is actually the guy that wrote the book on a medal. Good Lord.
Well, thanks.
Here's the book summary, and you can pull that off in a PDF. Click on, where is it? Well, I had it earlier. Yeah.
I know I grabbed it
Just
quick.
fish around, you'll find it.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Whatever Breeds is in
Bookmark
there.
that.
He's been out of print since '88, so that's 41 years, 31 years. No, I think he'll go out of copyright another, what, 11 years? Let's see, books by author. Let's see if we can get Breen in there. Breen's a great book. If you can get it for $100 or less, you're doing pretty good. That's a, 7-pound piece right there. Oh, let's see. Breen, Walter. That's him. Looks like Rasputin. Where's his list of books? Half Cents manuscript. Walter Breen's Encyclopedia of the United States Half Cents. Great book. And that's it. You don't have the other one. You don't have the big one. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books in this library. You got plenty of material to access in there. Yeah. You can't do your homework if you don't have your textbook.
That's it.
And if you do, dude, you're way ahead of the game. You got everybody else beat. Let me move this up here. Oh, and then it's finding out, which book do I need for this particular? What book do I look for Morgan dollars? Huh? The VAM book I need most, Van
Yeah,
Allen.
that's the one I've got. Van Allen and Malice.
Mhm.
The encyclopedia.
That site and the NPP site will have a you can type it in by subject. You can search by author. There's always Google, and you can find what you're looking for. But it takes some hunting sometimes, some sleuthing, but you can get there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Kittle just made a comment.
Oh, I don't have the chat looking up here.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Mike says, rare coins. Oh, no, Michael Kittle. Tons of numismatic publications are available free at the Newman Numismatic Portal. Yeah, tons of them. Another one is Konica, if you want to get into dye varieties and such. They've got a free library. If you're a member, you can actually borrow the books. You got to pay for shipping to get the book to you and pay for it back, but it's also at media mail prices. So, you're looking at $3 or $4 to get it to you and $3 to $4 to get it back. And if you're smart, you're going to take your digital camera here and take a picture of every freaking page of that book.
Yep.
Are you following me?
Oh, that went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah. Well, hack it up.
Hairball.
I grabbed it too and bookmarked it, Mike Kittle says. Coins, you probably already knew this, huh? If you're an A&A member, you can also get many other coin books sent to you from the A&A library. Just have to pay for shipping. There you go. And A&A is money.org. Let me pull that link off here. money.org. Let me give you that link. Apparently, I am an A&A member. I don't remember paying for it. It's only about $30 a year or something like that. Konica, they want $25 a year. A&A wants $30. You get all kinds of junk mail. If you like that sort of thing, you got an edge. Some of it's just as good as fuel, though. Well, look, some people don't want to put the money into the hobby, and that's understandable. So the free books and references come in real handy. A lot of these free access books are out of copyright, so you're not getting, top information, but there's still plenty of places. If you look at my blog, I've got a whole bunch of links. Let's see, let me pull that up. And that'll help you with modern coins, key information websites. Here you go. I'll give you the link to that too. There's copy. And can you see it? Screen. There's the screen. Okay, 1 Billion Pennies Project, the key information websites. And you're going to find that over here in the jump to section right there. Right? It's going to be on the right side of every page, key information websites. And there you go. PCGS photo grade, you right, check your big die varieties for your moderns, a double die, that's a Wexler, Variety Vista, which is a Konica site, and the Sand database, that's my site, and that's in the works, and we're transitioning that over to a different format, and dude, it's going to be beautiful. Okay, AeroRef, great site, read that whole darn thing. You've got foreign coins, Numista might be where you want to go. Right, cuts on coins, variety and errors, trail dies, mad die clashes, USA coin book, Indian varieties, that's Snows. Here's copper coins, Chuck Daughtry's, Lincoln sent resources. Who is that? Jason Cavalier? I forget whose that is. But there's different sites, and I keep adding to it. Okay, CJ's numismatic book list. I'm going to put NPP into there too. So here's the link for the blog. There you go. And that'll take you right to the, that's the quick stuff. That's the easy stuff that's, handy for you. It was quick, not grossy. What'd you do? Peel off a Band-Aid or something? Best way to do it.
I coughed earlier. That went down the wrong pipe. Yeah, it went
Yeah. Trying to find. There's the chat. Got it back. Okay, mute and puke. That's what I do. Mute and then.
But I didn't puke it.
Then work it up. You're back. Gotta grab a drink and a pack of smokes. Yep. Look, I'm gonna take off, guys.
Oh,
Well, thank you.
I've been up all night
even
anyway.
already, Ken.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like 6
it's
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, almost
It's
6.
Sunday, so I gotta get ready for the big show.
You gonna get some bacon, get ready for the storm?
I'm gonna take a nap and get ready for the storm. That's what I do now. I do have to go get groceries today. So it's good that the storm is gone, because otherwise Walmart would be empty. There's nothing else in town. There's Walmart. All right. Well, there's that Skips.
Ain't gonna be
It's a butcher shop. Mm-hmm. Okay. Look, you guys stay groovy. I'll see you around.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, Ken. Thanks for dropping in, bud. Love crackling grease, as always.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, it sure was. I always love having Ken on, or me and Ken shooting the breeze. It's full of information all the time. Full of information.
Wish I retained just 5% of what he's got.
And he started the same way I did. He started off with an Indian head penny with his grandmother. I started off with a buffalo nickel from my uncle, and he stayed in it,
Yeah.
all his life, just like you did, Rich, just like you did.
Mine was a penny
He
roll.
had he had a little time off, you know, a job, family, or what have you, or what have you, uh, and then life, got to me, so I got out of it for a little while. Always check my change though. Always check my change.
Yeah,
And then got
mine was.
into it for
I had an
another few years.
1885 Morgan. That was my great grandmother's birthday. And that was a coin my grandmother had that got passed to me. That was my family coin that still have.
Right. And then when I was collecting, I think I was like 19, 20 years old, something like that. It was after my grandma died, little grandma died, and that was my dad's mom. And I came across a 1893 Morgan dollar, and I said, "Here you go, Dad." And I said, "That's my gift to you for Father's Day." And he looked at it, and he started crying. He said, "Thank you, boy. Thank you." He said, "You remember Grandma's birth year? Year my grandma was born in 1893." And he kept that coin. He kept that coin, cherished it for years and years till he died.
Yep, and that was actually a real common thing for family to do, to remember the great greats that were way gone, and only a couple people in the family had the Bible that would list that far back. And yeah.
Right. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna kill the stream. Uh, I've got to get something to eat too, and then go do. So I thank everybody for coming in tonight. I hope y'all had fun, great time, and we're gonna do this more often. Okay, so I'll bid y'all a good night, and as always, Plutai, love, peace, and crackling grease.
Yep, and I'll be streaming, so catch you guys in a bit. Take it easy, Cajun.
Okay, all right, I'll be there in a little bit while I'm eating.
Alrighty.